In this video, I'm going to show you how to perform the delta-delta CT method for calculating gene expression values from a real-time PCR experiment by using Microsoft Excel. So I've got some practice data here. So let's say I've performed a PCR experiment from a series of control and treated samples. So I've got three biological replicates in each group. So I've got control 1, 2 and 3 and treated 1, 2 and 3. And I performed my PCR experiment for a housekeeping gene, which is here, and my gene of interest, which is here. And within that I did duplicate wells, so I've got 2 CT values for each sample. So the first thing you should do if you've got individual CT values for each sample is to average these values. So I'm going to go ahead and just create a new header. So I'm going to call this average CT. So I'll do this for the housekeeping gene. So obviously in Excel it's the formula for an average is equals average brackets, select the data and click enter. And I'm just going to drag this down to copy the formula to all the wells. And I'm going to do the same for my gene of interest. So now we've got our average CT values. These are the values that we're actually interested in. So I'm just going to highlight these. So the next thing we need to do is calculate delta CT. So delta CT is the average CT values of the gene of interest minus the housekeeping gene. To do this, I'm just going to create another header. I'm going to call this delta CT. And what we want to do is to select the average CT of one sample for the gene of interest minus the average CT value for the same sample but from the housekeeping genes data, and then click enter. And then I'm going to drag this down to repeat the process for all the samples. So now we have our delta CT values. So the next step is to calculate delta-delta CT. Now to do this for all the samples, because at the minute we have 3 replicates in each group. To do this in all samples, what we need is an average delta CT for the control group. So what I mean is an average of these values here. So I'm just going to make a new cell at the bottom and call this average delta CT. And what this is going to be is the average of these 3 values. So I'm going to do equals average, drag over these 3 samples, click enter. So this is the average delta CT value for the control group. So now what we can do is calculate delta-delta CT. So I'm going to make a new header, call this delta-delta CT. And what delta-delta CT is all of the individual samples, delta CTs, minus this average delta CT that we've just made. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and click this first control sample and then minus that from the average control delta CT. And then I'm going to repeat the process for all the wells. So again, do another example, it would be this minus the average control delta CT. Okay, nice little shortcut you can do is if you want to keep a cell constant in Excel, insert the $, and then what you can do is drag this down, and then all of those are complete. So now we have delta-delta CTs. Finally, what we need to do is to raise this delta delta CT value. So what this would be is 2 to the power of negative delta delta CT. So what we have to do is every single sample we do 2 to the power of, which is this sign in Excel, negative, and then in brackets select the cell of delta delta CT and click enter. And what we can do is do this for all of the samples we have. I'm just going to change the look of this to 1 decimal place. So now we have our fold gene expression values for all of our individual samples. So if I wanted to see an overall difference, so I'll do control and then treated. So the average I'll do, so it equals average. See what the average value is. And then average for the treated. So there is the average fold gene expression value for the control sample, which is 1, and the treated sample, which is 54.9. So that is how you perform the delta delta CT method using Microsoft Excel.